Our extreme weather team has been on the front lines of the storm from the very beginning. Sam leads off our coverage from Battery Park in Lower Manhattan. Good morning, Sam.
And good morning. We are at the very tip of Manhattan. And last night, yesterday, this water that is the New York Harbor was all through this area. We could not stand here. This railing, the water was at the top of this railing. The water is down. But Sandy came on shore with everything a superstorm was expected to. That incredible surge, record-setting 14 feet of additional water into New York Harbor. Here's where that storm is right now, because it is not just a coastal storm, and it's certainly not just a New York storm. Look at that area of low pressure. That's what's left of Sandy, and it is spinning rain along the coastline and heavy snow inland. We will see tropical storm force winds at least throughout the day in just about every area that you're seeing that rain and snow. And again, Sandy affecting 1/3 of the country.
Sandy's effects blasted New York City, causing damage and destruction never seen before in America's largest city. A record high tide of nearly 14 feet at the Battery, 4 feet higher than the previous record, brought water gushing over Battery Park City in Lower Manhattan. Over 4 feet of water flooded the century-old subway system, the Holland and Brooklyn Battery tunnels, and the site of the World Trade Center.
And what is your biggest concern at this hour?
Where it stops. That's the question, is where it stops and when it stops, and what damage it's doing in the meantime.
Unprecedented flooding caused backup generators to fail at several hospitals like NYU Medical Center, where hundreds of patients, including infants from the neonatal intensive care unit, had to be evacuated.
This is a infant. Yes, it is an infant.
We're still in Battery Park City, and we've gone as far north as we can. We are surrounded completely by water. The river, Hudson River, is that way. We tried to get out down south. Don't know how much water is here on West Street and Chambers, but cars haven't been able to get through.
Reportedly 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts on New York City bridges, and the city itself nearly 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The entire facade of this apartment building collapsed.
Oh my gosh, there's no wall for these apartments.
And here's a sight that brings fear to even the most jaded New Yorker. A construction crane collapsing atop a $1.5 billion luxury high-rise under construction, dangling above 57th Street. More than 200 firefighters battled through the night, a 6-alarm fire in the Breezy Point section of Queens that involved over 50 homes in a flooded area. Power is out in most of Lower Manhattan, and the latest estimates have over 7 million people without power in 11 states. Officials say it could be up to 10 days before power is completely restored. Sandy's effects were felt as far west as Lake Michigan's 20-foot waves near Milwaukee, and at least 8 states have snow falling from North Carolina to Pennsylvania and into Ohio. Davis, West Virginia has 17 inches of snow, and there's much more to come. There could be 3 feet of snow in the higher elevations by Thursday.
And if you feel any part of Sandy right now, you will for another 2 days. Take a quick look at where the rain will fall, and we're looking at some very heavy rainfall, particularly inland areas. Watch those totals pop up, an additional 2 inches of heavy rain. This will mean some flooding for those areas that are in the yellow and also in the red. And the wind gusts. There'll be tropical storm force winds and even almost hurricane force wind gusts with this storm during the day today well inland.